I don't know, like, huh?
If I don't, bam, we're live. If I don't ever shave all my hair off and make myself bald, then I'll never know. Like, why not just do it once?
Yeah, that's kind of what I did. Like, I started losing my hair,
Mhm.
and then finally I just said, fuck it. We'll see if I have a weird head or not. And then I shaved it all off, and I think I got pretty lucky with how my noggin looks.
Oh yeah, your head's perfect. I don't think mine is. I think I have a flat side on it from where I was in a bike accident as a kid.
Oh, really?
So they had to cut open the side of my head and release the pressure off my brain.
I'm surprised you don't have like a.
I do.
Part. Oh, you do?
Huge. Oh. Yeah. You just can't see it because you just stare at my nose. It's like one of those optical illusions.
Optical illusion.
No, it's in there. It's just my hair. I have so much hair, you just can't see it. We have Jay Crouch on, the Australian kid.
Rob too, or no?
I don't know. It'll be interesting if he brings his chaperone. Rob's always welcome, of course.
I wonder if his security guard will be here this time too.
Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot about that. The guy in the back who just doesn't talk.
It's not his brother apparently.
And I have a God, I have these Listerine strips on like regular order. Because I used to always these used to be my treats whenever I would go filming.
Yeah.
I would always put one of these in my camera bag and then like just so no one thinks I stink. But now I have so many of them because I don't film and they're on Amazon reorder. So my house is just full of these things.
Just haven't canceled it.
So I'm like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm just going to start eating them on the show, even though that there's no one in here to smell my ass breath. Hey, if your wife had bad breath, would you tell her?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd tell my wife too in a second. But I worry that maybe she wouldn't tell me.
Yeah, I can see that. I feel like my wife and I have a pretty like communicative relationship. So like if there's anything that one of us is doing the other doesn't like we're pretty quick to call each other out on it.
Yeah. Hey, your breath smells like gas.
Yeah. Like, did you brush your teeth this morning?
I don't mind like garlic breath though, or stuff like that. Like just like,
Ooh.
No, not a fan.
I don't like onions. I can't do that kind of stuff.
Oh, I got. Oh, you can't do onions either.
Like if it's on somebody's breath, then I have an issue with it. Yeah. Like I'll eat them, but I just sometimes the smell is just too much.
I love coming home and my wife's cooking onions. Like, you know what I mean? They're stirring in the pan and butter. Do you like that?
Oh, yeah, I enjoy that. They don't make. Is it onion that makes your eyes water?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't have that issue, but we had to like get some goggles for my wife because she just starts like sobbing when she makes them. But I enjoy when she makes them. They're pretty good.
Dude, I just saw a video on Instagram that said if you cut an onion a certain way, I can't remember what it is. Like if you don't cut the head off an onion or if you cut it a certain way, it won't make your eyes water. Whatever. Someone will say it now in the comments and maybe let us know. Hey Jay, what's up, dude? Hola. Hola, ¿cómo está? Hola, Jay. Hola. Oh wait, here it is. Yeah. No, I wasn't making Instagram clips last night. I was making YouTube shorts. Yeah, I was up late. I did not get a good night's sleep last night. I was thinking about drinking 2 cups of coffee this morning. Bye, Jay. It was nice having you. You're one of the best interviews we've done with you. Thank you.
Just happy to see your face, buddy.
Yeah. I have great hope for him.
I noticed that, you know how he like, I don't know. I noticed this with like Fee and Alexis. Maybe a couple others too, but for a while it was almost like they were just playing a game and they just thought it was fun. And they're like, oh, this is cool. Like I'm pretty decent at CrossFit. But then in the past year or so, I've watched the both of them just like, I don't know, get serious, I guess.
It's funny you say that. I think that Anyol guy is kind of in that phase.
Really?
Yeah, I think he's in the like you know, you go from I want a nice body to I'm going to quit smoking weed to, okay, I'm going to do a competition to, oh, fuck, I don't drink alcohol or go on Tinder anymore. You know
They
what I
have like
mean? That's the
they just have
evolution
like
of
a
a young
ferocity
CrossFitter.
in their face.
Yeah. Is right, Jay? Am I right?
I think so. I think it's going that way.
Right. You start CrossFit just like you're 19. You start CrossFit because you got your high school's done and you're kind of a loser and you want to have a nice body. And then at 20, you're like, oh, I'm pretty good at this. I'm gonna stop smoking weed. Then at 21, you're like, fuck, I might stop drinking on the weekends. And then by the time you're 27 and you're doing all the right shit, you're like, fuck, I waited too long. I should have started like cutting all that shit out when I was 19.
Yeah, I think maybe that was sort of 5 years ago, the CrossFit space. I feel like, are you talking about like games level athletes now, or just anyone trying to compete in?
Maybe, yeah, maybe you're right. You're saying that the games athletes are all serious as a heart attack now, like no one's dicking around. But maybe like even the semifinal guys. Maybe now it's like down in the semifinal guys. Oh, I'm just doing it for fun, but really it's just an excuse not to tighten up your shit.
Yeah, that's spot on. I feel like the games level guys now are sort of up, like been doing CrossFit since they're like 13, 14, 15. Well, that's how it's getting.
Yeah, yeah. Are you pretty much? We had Jorge Hernandez on. He says he hasn't even had a drink in 2 years.
Hernandez.
What'd I say?
Yeah, I saw that.
I'm just gonna say Jorge the Mexican. I can't just Jorge the Mexican. Yeah, he hasn't had a drink, or he's had one beer in 2 years. I just love that.
That's impressive. That's very
impressive. How many beers have you had in 2 years?
Oh, too many to count.
Have you thrown up from drinking in the last 2 years? From over drinking?
Yes.
Oh wow. Okay. At your age, I was throwing up like every 3 weeks. I would be throwing up from over drinking. Now in hindsight, I'm like, what was I thinking?
Yeah, I know. You're definitely hate yourself for it.
Yeah, every time I've probably thrown up 100 times from drinking as a kid, and every time I'm like, why? I'm not even exaggerating. I went to college for 7 years. That's only 100 times is only like 12 times a year during college. Over drinking. It's not bad.
Dang.
It's only 12 weekends a year for 7 years. Went to undergrad for 7 years.
That's a lot though.
How much acid reflux do you have?
I would have given up well before. If I had thrown up 10 times drinking, I would have given up for sure.
You've never thrown up 10 times from drinking in your life?
Nah.
I'm impressed.
Definitely could count on one hand.
Are you a beer guy or a liquor guy?
I'll start on beers usually, but it's not.
That's probably why.
It's just special occasions. Like
you get full off the beer and then it's like you're done.
Yeah, maybe have like 6 beers and then just move on.
Jay, are you in the hotel across the street from Wadapalooza?
It's not across the street. No, it's like about 10-minute walk.
Okay, but close.
Yeah, close.
And that's a fake ass plant behind you?
Yes.
All right. And that's your hotel. I can't tell if you're in a lobby or a hotel room.
No, we just got an apartment, Airbnb, so it worked out pretty well.
And who are you there with?
Just my manager, Andreas.
No Forte?
No, not this time.
Did you have falling out?
No, he's just looking after the kids. He's a busy man.
Okay, Rob, check. Relationship, good. Is he bummed? Did he want to come?
I don't think he wouldn't have wanted to come.
But just you and the manager.
Yes.
No, Maddie.
No, Maddie.
But is she still in the rotation? She's your lady?
Yeah.
But no Miami.
No Miami.
No Miami, Maddie.
She's bummed. She definitely wanted to come.
Oh God, that could be you should write a children's book. You could write a book, No Miami Maddie, and just pour your heart out to her about how much you miss her. Why are you doing this? Why Wadapalooza? What's up?
Well, originally I was just wanted to come over and check it out and just sort of enjoy sort of a break holiday that wasn't competing for once. And then I just reached out to my sponsor GoWad and said, I'm going to be over there if you've got anything that you want me to do. And they said, are you sure you don't want to compete? We're sort of forming this team. And they told me who was on the team, and that was it. I was in.
Okay, we were speculating how certain teams come together, and Brian was like, "Hey, it's the sponsors are a great like networking site for the athletes."
Yeah, that was awesome.
And who's on your team?
Roman and Willie.
What a crazy team!
Yeah, it's awesome. It's a good opportunity, that's for sure.
Have you ever met Roman before?
Yeah, I've met him just competing at the games. I haven't spoke to him too much, but yeah.
I'm guessing since the last time you've seen him, he's quadrupled his vocabulary.
Yeah, we'll see.
What do you think? Have you heard that? Like, I've heard his English is like.
Yeah, I haven't. No, I haven't heard that. But I mean, I messaged him the other day just to say, I'm pumped. Hope training's going well. Look forward to catching up and competing. And he's like, I think he replied with, "Hello, everything is fine. We must win."
Oh, he did say that? We must win?
Yeah. I was like, dang, all right, let's do it.
Hey, that's some like Rocky Ivan Drago shit, right?
Yeah, I know.
I must break you.
I had a good laugh. So yeah, it'll be funny, I think. I'm looking forward to it.
I had a lot of family come from overseas, a lot of immigrants my whole life. And there's like this standard line that immigrants say, at least my uncles and aunts, I would hear them say, like, you say something to them and they always go, "No problem. No problem. No problem." Or whenever I'd be overseas, that's like kind of like an English phrase that a lot of foreigners use. And I had a little text exchange with Roman, and he wrote down one time, I can't remember what I said. "Hey, thanks for coming on my podcast." And he wrote, "No problem." And I could just hear it in his voice, like Ivan Drago, "No problem. I must break you."
That's for
no
sure.
Problem. Oh, I can't wait to. If he doesn't talk English, I can't. Well, I hope he does eventually come on the podcast. He eventually said, "Hey, I can't make it."
Yeah.
But if not, I'm gonna need you and you know his training partner, Logan Ewing.
I think so. I don't know him, but I think I just saw him. He put up a story the other day that shocked me with Roman just cruising on the ski.
Yeah,
like over 3,000 cows an hour. It's like, dang.
Yeah, I think that Logan's like just his chaperone at Mayhem, and he just hangs out with Roman and lets Roman just beat up on him, I think.
Yeah. That's crazy, man. I couldn't believe that video.
Hey, well, what do you need? You just got a brand new Jeep Rubicon? Yes,
I did about 4 months ago now, I think.
So you don't need a vacation to Miami?
I know. Nah, it's very cool here. But I haven't seen. Yeah, nah, it's awesome. It's a good car.
What did you have before then?
I had a Ford Ranger.
Oh God, I was so hoping you were gonna say you had like a 1987 Honda Civic with the seats all chewed up from your dog or something.
Yeah. No, not quite. But no, that's cool. It's it loves the fuel. That's for sure. I feel like I'm filling it up all the time.
Sucking down the gas.
Yeah, big time. But no, it's awesome. I think one of the hot days that we had, I took the roof off and I was like, this is sick. It just changes the whole feel of the car again.
Does Maddie like it?
Yeah, she loves it. She's always wanted one, so.
Oh my goodness. Thank you. Look at that. That's $100.
Oh, dang.
That's double what your sponsor paid you. Never stop focusing on the viewers. See y'all in Miami. Audrey Fraser. Thank you.
Gotta respect that.
God, that's crazy generous.
Actually,
we gotta have you on more often, Jay.
Well, that just popped up. I was watching one of your videos the other day. I think it was maybe with Travis and Pat, and I saw like a comment come up down the bottom, and I think someone called you Sevi.
Uh-huh.
I was just wondering if I could call you Sevi.
Oh, Jay, I would love it. I would love it. Okay. Oh my God, I would love it.
Done.
Sevi.
Sevi.
Jay's girlfriend's name is Maddie and his friend's name is Sevi. I could be in the book.
Done.
I'm missing Maddie in Miami, but at least I have Sevi.
We got Sevi. We're okay.
Yeah. I like it. And you're building a new gym.
Yes. Yeah, we just moved in because I'm still living with mum and dad.
Well, you have a gym big enough you could move into. It's kind of funny to say you live with mom and dad and yet you have your own personal brick wall gym.
Yeah, it's getting there. But the house only just finished up probably like a month or two ago. So yeah, that's been awesome in the new house back with the fam. So The gym should be ready, I think, maybe April-ish. See how we go.
Are all 4 walls up? The video I saw was 2 walls and a
and a concrete slab.
Yeah, slab.
Yeah. So the brick walls are up, and then it's going to be like cathedral ceiling. So we're still waiting on all the steel and all that to come. But yeah, they should build it pretty quickly.
And how was that? Were you having permitting issues? I thought I saw that there were some obstacles with permitting. Maybe you mentioned in a video you made.
Just building, like getting trades and all that sort of stuff. It's really busy at home, getting material as well. So there was a bit of a hold up with that. But I think, yeah, now everyone's sort of back from the Christmas break. I think they'll smash it out quick.
Hey, what are you guys doing? Are you guys still playing the game over there with the virus, or is Australia? You guys done with that?
Yeah, it's all done now, thankfully.
Did you see our government just yesterday told the soldiers, hey, you don't have to take it. We give up.
Yeah, okay.
Kind of crazy, right? Right? Did you see that yesterday?
Yeah, I did. It's just got approved. Thanks, guys.
Yeah.
What'd you say? Thanks, guys.
Yeah.
I don't know if you know this, Jay. Caleb's deployed.
Oh, okay.
He's in the U.S. military, so he's in the desert somewhere in a totally different time zone where he can't tell us where he is, but he's deployed. So he keeps us up to date on what's going on over there.
That's awesome.
What he can. Okay, so that gym is on your parents' property?
Yes, yeah. So they got just under 18 acres.
And that's the way you keep your kid to stay home forever.
Yeah, pretty much. They like, because I got a younger brother as well, and they pretty much built the house sort of so we had our own section at one end. So we're set up for as long as we need, which is wicked.
Yeah, that's genius. And they built a gym on the property.
Yeah, yep.
God, that's so good. That's so smart. Hey, and would your parents let you stay there forever? Like build a house on the property and raise your family there? Like you have that kind of like family, like that's close like that?
Yeah, we're very close like that for sure.
Yeah, your parents are smart. Yeah, your parents are smart.
Yeah.
No one wants their kids to leave. Well, I guess, I don't know. I shouldn't say that. Half the parents want their kids to leave, but
yeah.
Not if you have a good kid like Jay Crouch.
Yeah, no, it's good. I think if we could, I think it's just be a problem probably with getting titles and stuff to build more houses on the property. But yeah, that'd be super cool.
Are you on a well there?
No, it's just sort of
city water.
Nah. We are on mains water, but you have like tank water and all that sort of stuff as well.
What do you mean tank water? Like at my house, there's a hole in the ground and there's a pump.
Oh.
But like my neighbors are attached to the city, so they drink water that comes from the city, like a reservoir.
Oh, right.
But I pull my water out of the ground. Where do you get your water?
Oh, yeah. So we're same sort of. So city water is we're connected to.
Okay.
But we have like tank water as well. So we'll have just tanks that fill up.
From rain?
Yeah, from rain. Yeah.
No shit.
Yeah.
Is that common in Australia?
Yeah. Yep.
And you drink that water, or that's for irrigation?
Yeah, we drink it.
Oh God, you got to send. Is that tank above ground?
I think no. We put one in the ground, a concrete one in the ground.
And then how does it get collected?
From the roof off the house. Everything. Yeah, just what is it? Like stormwater drain, all that sort of stuff.
Yeah, if you did that in the United States, you'd be like considered like some sort of hippie off the grid shit. That's normal in Australia to do that? Yeah, that's illegal in some parts of the US. Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
God,
you have to have a permit for it or something. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, right.
And you have to have like a reason to not use city water.
Yeah. Well, my dad's a plumber, so I don't know if I'm explaining it well, but yeah, we've done that forever.
Hey, is water expensive there?
No,
you don't hear people like your parents complaining like, hey, don't water the plants outside. The water's too expensive. Because here, water's crazy expensive here. Crazy expensive.
Yeah, right.
Here too. If you can believe that.
I believe it. Is it? You've heard that, Caleb? It is crazy expensive there?
Yeah.
Like no one's watering their lawn?
Yeah, and then they do the same thing where they like have like a basin or they just catch rainwater whenever it comes out. And then everything else is just bottled water. Like you have to buy bottled water anytime you want water to drink.
Sevi, no, Ken, that's just for Jay, buddy. Sevi, is that why you never shower too much time to pump? No. The pump works good. The pump's great. It's cheap and it's free. Here, are you just doing team or are you doing individual and team?
Yeah, just team.
And why not both? Not that I'm hating on you for it. I wouldn't do both either. Sounds crazy.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm just here. Just have a good time.
Are you in peak shape or you're only at 98%?
No, I feel pretty good. In a good spot.
And mentally, from a video I watched from you, the games were kind of tough on you. Just in terms of the fact it was like, oh shit, these guys are really good. Not that you did bad, but like, wow, this is. I just landed in the superhero camp.
Yeah, and it wasn't that I didn't know that already, but I think there's a few factors I could blame, but I feel like the main one was just not really exposing myself to the heat before with enough time. LA was awesome where we stayed for I think it was like 10 days before, but it was I think only sort of the hottest day was maybe like 20 to 25. So then when I got to Madison with like 30 degree plus days, I was like, dang, this hit me hard. So anything that we had outside competing, I was just stunned almost.
What place did you end up getting at the games?
I think it was 28th.
Okay, I was gonna guess 24th.
Yeah, sorry, it's Celsius. Yeah.
Oh yeah, and I'm sure you had many days that were well over 30 in Madison. It gets nasty there.
Yeah, for sure.
And so you're going to go early this year?
Yeah, I want to go maybe a minimum 3 weeks. 3 weeks earlier.
And when you do that, so that's okay. You're willing to compromise your training to acclimate to the heat. Like, do you have to compromise your training if you go 3 weeks early?
No, I don't think so. Like if I find a good spot and a good crew to train with, I don't think it will change too much. And it's only going to be good things having more time to, get over the massive flight that we have to do.
The change in qualifications to get to the games, does that affect you at all?
No. I think like we're still only going to have one comp in Australia that qualifies for it, so it's much the same for us. Hopefully we can snag a few more spots, but we'll wait and see.
And how did you do in the sanctional last year, semifinal, whatever they call it?
Good. I won.
You did?
Yeah.
And who took second?
Ricky.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You put it to Ricky?
Yeah, I did.
Oh God! I hope you threw up that night. What a great feeling. Sorry, Ricky, I love you, but what a great feeling to put it to Mr. Ricky.
Yeah.
Holy cow! And so, and only two of you go to the games.
3 it was.
And who was the third dude?
Baden Brown.
Oh yeah, that was in the Mayhem guy, the big old giant dude didn't make it. What was his name?
Royce Dunn.
Yeah, people were all crying and shit. Yeah, poor Royce. So this year with the new format, the three of you could make it and Royce could still make it.
Yeah, exactly.
Royce is like, fuck you, I'm taking first this year.
Yeah, exactly. So hopefully, if we can get a 4th spot, that'd be awesome. And there's tons of like upcoming talent as well, which we saw at just recently the Down Under Championship. So it's going to be pretty stacked again. I think Khan's coming back too.
Who?
Khan, I think he's coming back individual. So
I thought he was retiring.
I don't think so. Not that I've heard.
All right. Fair enough. Royce Dunn is fun to say. Yeah. I think I've screwed his name up a few times, right, Caleb? Do you remember what I called him accidentally a few times?
He's been on before, hasn't he?
Yeah, he's been on. Yeah, he's a great dude. But I think I was calling him Roy Dunce instead of Royce Dunn. I think I was calling him Roy Dunce for a second. We had Anyola Akai on yesterday, and we didn't know his name in the beginning, so we were just calling him Anal. We always We always had your name right though, Jay. Don't worry.
Appreciate that.
We never switched it up with like dickhead or anything like that. So but you guys don't know how many people do get to go.
Just
It's
a minimum of 3.
And then there's some sort of ranking assessment that maybe you'll get a couple more.
Yeah, I haven't looked into how it works too much, but I've heard people saying that's like based on how good we do in the open or something.
Yeah, so there's some. I don't think anyone knows yet. I don't think they've released the formula yet.
Okay.
The calculation, right? Is that true, Caleb?
As far as I know, yeah.
And then Maddie had a tremendous showing last year also.
Yeah.
Did she take 4th?
She took 4th. Yeah, I think it was only like 3 or 4 points too.
So this could be huge. Yeah, she had that they're like an amazing final event, right? With the deadlift, she basically did what she needed to do.
Yeah, exactly.
And so this could be tremendous for her.
For sure. Like I think, especially with Tia out now as well. Obviously, there's still a minimum of 3 spots, so it's good for her, definitely.
Hey, and people like Ellie, does she? I think it's just where you live now.
Yeah.
So I think Ellie's just going to be on the west coast of the United States.
Oh, it is.
I think.
Oh, cool.
And anyone in the comments, like Ellie doesn't go back to Australia, right?
I think there's like exemptions that get put in, like depending on where you're living and your like passport status. But
Yeah,
if they just granted one to Roman to be able to compete, I think in North America.
All that, yeah. So, well, that's interesting, but I mean,
I don't know what I'm talking about either. Without Brian here, like
Yeah.
I'm 50% sure and Caleb's 75% sure.
For sure. That's 100, right?
Someone in the comments knows.
Hey, I've been doing this thing where I stop eating at I can't remember if it's 6 or 7, but anyway, I'm not eating in the night anymore. It's my new rule. It's only been 2 days.
Yeah.
You have any rules like that? Because I was eating like 2,000 calories before I went to bed. Like I would just eat like just a half a bag of macadamia nuts and apple and I don't know, just crazy shit.
Yeah, I'm like that too. I definitely eat more of a nighttime, that's for sure. But no, I don't have any rules like that. If I'm hungry, I'll just eat.
Yeah, you can just eat as much as you want. You're just a caloric burning machine. And what is peak training days look like for you? What's just like the most horrendous days?
The most horrendous days.
By the way, I recommend anyone who's a night eater and who's I cannot believe the change in my body in 2 days. It is fucking nuts. But go on.
Yeah, horrendous training day. I would have maybe a zone 2 in the morning.
Okay, what's that?
Which is usually 30 to 60 minutes, just sort of, on the bike or just sweating it out basically. And then of an afternoon, around 4 o'clock, we'll just hit our usual session, which usually goes for 2.5 hours. And that's pretty much a normal sort of our biggest training day. And then sometimes in the morning it will change to a swim or something like that, or running at the track.
So is your horrendous day every day? Basically, you always do 2-a-days?
That's 3 days a week. So our easier days are obviously with nothing in the morning.
And
Thursday.
Are you a 7-day-a-week guy?
No, 5.
I got a buddy who's a sleepwalk eater.
Dang.
If I do that, I don't know I do that. I don't think I do that. Once I go to sleep, I don't start eating again. You ever eat in the middle of the night? Like you wake up and eat?
Nah, I've never done that.
Yeah, I don't think that doesn't sound fun at all.
I would only
I think I did that one time and I woke up with crazy heartburn and I was like, this is not for me.
Nighttime eating, middle of the night eating?
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds
that would just wake me up. I wouldn't get back to sleep, no way.
Yeah, me neither. Caleb where is it? Caleb eats 7 or 8 mustache hairs a day minimum.
You're probably right. Sometimes I'll look down at my styrofoam little tray and I'll just see them sprinkled about my little styrofoam plate and I'm like, yep,
for sure.
I've eaten a couple.
I had a minimum protein cake I made in the microwave. It's still protein, but I need to set a time like Sevan. I don't get enough in the day either. I'm telling you, this morning I woke up and if I contracted my stomach as hard as I could see a bunch of stomach muscles, and that's after 2 days. That's unheard of for me. I'm a fat boy. I'm like one of those, like, just if you look up dad bod, that's my bod. Just big old thick. What are those things called? Muffins on the side. But I think they're going to go. Yeah, I think they're going to go away like in a week. I cannot at the rate I'm disappearing. It's crazy.
What did you say? You're eating 2,000 calories a day.
I'm sorry.
Did you say you're eating 2,000 calories a day?
No, at night before I go to bed. I have no problem like at 10 o'clock at night eating a pound of hamburger meat. And I mean, I don't eat bad shit. Pound of hamburger meat and like a half a pound of macadamia nuts.
Yeah.
And then tons of cheese on it.
Right. So you're just cutting that out.
And hot sauce. Yeah, just cutting that out. Okay. But I've gone to bed hungry the last 2 nights because I'm jerking off with the podcast at 5 o'clock and then it's 7 and I'm like, oh shit, I can't eat.
Yeah.
But I feel so much better in the morning.
That's good.
And it probably smells better in my room at night too. Although I'm not a big farter anymore. You a big farter?
Yeah.
Yeah. At your age, I was a crazy farter. I would just destroy shit. Hey, how long does it take? How long do you have to date a girl before it's okay to fart in front of her? Or if you're a CrossFit athlete, if you're an athlete and you just have to be like, hey, you need to understand something about dating an athlete. I might have an amazing body, but there's exhaust around here.
Oh, with Maddie, it took me a while. I don't know. I just like to, be clean and stuff.
God, but since then you've broken the seal.
Yeah. Yeah.
You're driving in the Jeep, you'll bust an ass, and now you just kind of like roll up the windows and kind of wait for her to comment. You ever do that to her? I used to do that to my wife. I'd bust ass in the car. I would still do it if I bust ass. I bust ass and roll up the windows, and it smells horrible. And after about 2 minutes, I'll be like, you really like the smell of my farts. She'll be like, no, I don't. I'm like, dude, it stinks in here. And then she panics and rolls down the window. I'm like, you love my ass smell.
No, I haven't done that before.
What do you mean don't be a nasty bastard? Yeah, just do it.
Yeah.
Hey, there's all these like disgusting like things like in the Urban Dictionary of like, like a dirty Sanchez and just all these kind of, do you know what those things are?
Yeah.
Or like the donkey punch or all these gross. But the one that's kind of like okay is the Dutch oven. Are you familiar with that?
Yeah.
The Dutch ovens. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, the Dutch oven's total. That's about as far as I go with the nasty shit. And then I'm pretty
still savage as well.
Hey, it's awesome having kids too, because you could just blame everything on them.
Yeah.
Just in the grocery store in line and you bust a fart and you just look at your kid and blame your kid.
Yeah. Dude, I even blame my dog sometimes.
Always.
Easy blame the dog.
Yeah.
Do you take protein powder? Look, I laughed so hard with you, Jay, I started crying. I got those little tears in my eyes.
Yeah. Oh, that's funny.
And protein powder kind of has a fine line. Like if you're like, oh, every once in a while you're like, okay, I'm just going to take 2 scoops today because I'm not going to be back in the house. And then your stomach's like, and your ass are like, whoa, hey, easy, buddy.
Yeah.
Or whatever your boundary is. You know what I mean? If you take an extra scoop.
Sure. Yeah. Between that and coffee, I mean, it gets dangerous.
What kind of coffee are you drinking?
Americano here. Long black at home.
Long black at home.
Yeah, it's the same thing as Americano. That's what we call it.
A long black?
Yeah.
And do you stick to the same kind of coffee? Like, are you a Starbucks guy or you have a, like, what's your...
Yeah, I just usually make a coffee at home just with the same beans.
And where do you get your beans from? Don't make me twist your arm. This is the 3rd time I'm asking.
It's called Killer Coffee. It's just, I think they're based in Sydney at home.
Are they a sponsor?
No.
Oh, how is someone not sponsor you for coffee? Is there a local coffee guy?
Yeah, there definitely would be.
Yeah, dear local coffee people, don't be stupid. You could be wearing a Killer Coffee sweatshirt right now.
Yeah.
Is that a big brand in Australia?
No, just one I've always liked.
Yeah. What about why couldn't Maddie have come and won the 75,000? There's 75,000 on the line for the women, and they just got a bunch of chumps in there.
It's pretty crazy.
All she has to do is beat Sarah Sigmund's daughter.
It's
doable for Maddie, I'm telling you.
Yeah. Oh, definitely. I mean, I know she's definitely regretting not doing the qualifier. So she definitely wishes she was here.
Because of the money?
No, just for a good time.
Yeah. And how stoked would you be if she won the 75,000?
Oh, it all helps.
Yeah. Are you would you how would if she won $75,000, how would that affect your life? Would you she'd buy you a tank of gas for your car or
I'd hope so. No. I don't know, just it's good for her.
Hey, is she gonna train at your gym?
Yeah.
And Rob too?
Yeah. I think mainly to make life easier. Just hit extra stuff to shorten the session, maybe at CrossFit Frankston. But yeah.
What are you laughing at, Caleb?
I just read a comment and I went and looked it up on Urban Dictionary.
I can only imagine. It's not even appropriate for this podcast.
Can't share it.
No. Look
at he's turning red.
Yeah, somebody asked me to look up a strawberry shortcake.
Without Brian, Sevan is truly great at making these elite athletes human. Oh, well, thank you. How about this commercial for the Down Under thing where Rob climbed that rope?
Yeah.
Were you there for that?
No, I wasn't, but he was saying it got hard, that's for sure.
So he climbed a rope up to the top of some giant crazy stadium.
Yeah, so it was the field that they had next to the stadium that we had one event out on. But yeah, it was like to the top. It's like the rugby stadium there.
Do you know anything about it, where they got the rope from? Had anyone ever done that before?
I don't know. Do you know where they got the rope from?
Yeah, a local port, a shipping port.
Oh, really?
There's a shipping.
Yeah. Did you hear that?
Something super big.
Yeah.
So it was for boats, something for pulling boats in or something.
Yeah, apparently they rented it.
And someone was obviously smart enough to realize that they needed to pull the bottom of the rope up too at the same time.
Yeah, because it got too heavy for his feet to sort of lock in.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, it's pretty.
Was
cool.
that his idea? Like, hey, you're gonna have to pull the rope up, or there was someone there who just knew?
No, it was the local search and rescue team that did that.
Right.
And so, had anyone ever done that? Was that dangerous? I mean, what's the deal with that? How many feet was that?
Do you know how high it was?
It's 31 meters, so 90 foot.
90 foot.
Holy crap. And he climbed up and climbed down.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's what you get now.
Yeah, it was massive. At least he took his shirt off for it.
Yeah. Hey, they did a great job with that promo video. I'm surprised it turned out as good as it did. I really am. It could have just been stupid, but the way they did it was great.
Yeah, it was. All the drone footage looked awesome.
And he just climbed up there, touched, wow, and then climbed down. What a God! Hey, he should have just let go. He should have just let go.
I know, but I feel like once you're up that high, it's like, dang, you're not letting go, are you?
Because they got something strapped to him, right?
Yeah.
He won't admit it publicly, but he was scared.
If he wasn't scared, something would be wrong with him.
He just admitted it publicly.
Yeah.
Have you and Roman and don't tell me, I forget already. Oh, Willie Georges. Have you guys decided who's going to do what? Have you guys started putting down the game plan yet?
I've messaged Willie a little bit about it, but I think we'll just have the chat in person and sort it out. I'm hoping for the lift that I can do the front squat. I think that will be best for me. I feel like the other boys will hit the other stuff harder.
and what about a handstand? There's one where someone has to do like 80 handstand push-ups. Who will do that?
Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't mind doing it, but I think I'll just have the chat with Willie as well and Roman, see what they think, and then we'll lay the plans down. But I think Roman's going to be pretty busy Thursday, Friday, so maybe me and Willie will just be making the call.
Gotcha. Meaning he'll have a little bit of his fastball, taking off the fastball there.
Yeah.
42 handstand push-ups, 420 feet shuttle run, 42 pistols, 420 feet shuttle run, 42 chest to bar pull-ups, round 2.
Yeah.
Same stuff, but with just a little bit of a shorter run.
Yeah.
The row.
Row, yeah.
Oh, row. Okay.
Yeah, that will be pretty fast.
Oh, I was wondering why they chose 240. Okay.
Is that what event is that? Is that number 1? No. Not sure.
It says teams of 3. Oh, it doesn't say. Interesting. Start fast, finish faster. Time cap 13 minutes. Swipe or head to link in bio to see the division breakdown.
Yeah, I must have a good look at these. Get more familiar.
We need the Galaxy Samsung 5 to sponsor this show. I wonder if I'd switch to a Droid if they
Have you not looked at any of the events yet?
Who, me?
I have.
No,
I have a little bit.
No, he hasn't. Oh shit,
You're
he
just going into
hasn't.
this blind, huh?
He hasn't.
I just see some pop up and then send them to Willie, have a little bit of a chat. But I've seen most of them.
No, he has not.
No.
Very well.
I'm having a mint.
You're just gonna send it, huh?
Just give her a good time, please.
I do like that Roman sent you a text saying we must win.
We must win. Yeah.
We must win. This shit. If he wins that, individual, yeah, that's a game changer for someone like him. I'm guessing come to a foreign country and just be trying to make ends meet and he has got a new kid and he gets 75,000. It's like holy shit. Probably takes some pressure off his shoulders.
Yeah, sets him up well. That's for sure.
Hey, if you have looked at, do you have a workout that's like your favorite, you're most looking forward to from what you've seen?
Yeah.
Gotta look at him first.
Yeah, do you want us to pull him? He's like, the one where you swim. They haven't announced the swim yet, Jay. I know, but they're going to.
It will. It'll be my favorite.
That one's cool. The 5K. I think that one's like a 5K run that you that's like a relay, and then with the dead ball. That looks cool.
Oh, the one with swim also has a run?
Yeah, at the start. I think, well, again, I haven't looked into it too much, but I think that we share the 5K run and then go, into the deep ball cleans, open water swim. Yeah, that'll be fun.
Oh, it is the one with the swim.
Yeah.
So he does know.
I know.
Okay. All right.
There's just like this assumption that all you Aussies are good swimmers.
Yeah. That's the assumption,
but not all of you.
You gonna wear a Speedo too, or?
Nah, no Speedos for me. I was talking to those boys this morning. They got doing I think they said they were doing a photo shoot this afternoon, James and Khan. And
they're always doing a photo shoot. Tell us when they're not doing a photo shoot.
But they know they know I'm not a fan of the old Speedos. So
he won over $100,000 at the games. Oh, that must have been nice.
Oh yeah.
Jay, I appreciate you coming on. It's going to be fun to watch you.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Tell your coach thank you for standing by your side through this painful interview. You're always welcome on the show. I'm a huge fan. It's cool watching you, and I'm glad every time we talk, brother. Don't believe in the other shows when I talk shit about you. Don't believe it. It's just a stunt.
That's all right.
All right.
We just like busting your balls.
Yeah.
Yeah. No. Awesome. Thanks.
All right, dude.
Thanks for all the laughs, please.
Yep. Cheers. Have a good one.
Have a good one.
Jay Crouch, great smile, great beard, good attitude.
He does have a nice smile.
Yeah, I think that was twice as much as he normal talked. I was trying to keep a tally of how many times he initiated some stories, and I think it was like 3, which is pretty good.
Wow.
Yeah. Mark Moss, I wish I was Australian. Who doesn't? You wish you were Australian, but you didn't have to live there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Bring out Daddy D. Oh shit! Did I send him a link? James, taking over the executive producer role of the show. I did send him a link. Hey, but he didn't respond. Uh-oh.
We are about 4 minutes early, so.
Look at it. I'm going to send it to James. I'm going to send it to you.
Maybe he can forward it along.
to send it to him. Yeah. What do you think of that?
Nice.
Oh,
James is
I'm
probably
coming. Oh, he said he's coming. Oh yeah, no rush. No rush. Hey, so I've started just making sub clips. Did you see them? And I scheduled like some for yeah, you can fill in for him. Did you see I started putting up sub clips?
Yeah, and then you started scheduling them for later too.
Yeah, because I put up like 2 at 1 a.m, and Hiller's like, "Hey, ding dong." I was like, "What?" He's like, "You can't put up videos at 1 a.m." He goes, "Why?" He goes, "Put them up at 3:00 so that Dallin Pepper, good to see you, buddy. Oh, you went full hair dye.
Yeah, this is Dallin, bro.
Dallin, excited to have you on the show.
Different.
Thank you very much. I'm competing all 4 days. I'm gonna have to make it quick. I'm here to have some fun with you boys.
Let me ask you a question. And I know James Sprague is your friend, but does it ever get a little annoying training with him because he's always so upbeat and positive, and it's just like exhausting? Like, do you ever just want to be like, "Hey, James, take it downer, buddy"?
Some days I just have to walk in and ignore him. It just has to be that way in order to keep my sanity. And James is a great dude, but complete opposites, man.
And Dallin, do you feel like it's that once again you're having to handhold these younger athletes who aren't as disciplined as you, like Jason Hopper and James Sprague, that you have to come in and fill in the team for them and just like chaperone these ding dongs?
Yeah, it just comes down to a maturity thing, That's what I bring to my team most. I know Jason and James are lacking that a little bit, so where I can fill in, I'm gonna do my best.
Yeah, and I this is just a rumor, but I heard that James's dad and Jason's parents are paying you a babysitting fee this weekend for watching that. Oh my God, you're not really Dallin Pepper.
Not the secret spoiled.
Yeah, we're gonna kick James off. Yeah,
Okay.
Look, we're kicking
guys.
James
See,
off.
I got
Bye,
it.
James.
Show.
All right. Oh, I love it.
Yeah, we're going. Have fun.
I wasn't sure. Bye. Thank you, Juicy J.
Anytime. See you
The
later.
imposter, the Dallin Pepper imposter. Dallin, I said hi.
What's up?
I sent him a link. I was like concerned that maybe it didn't go through to you, so I asked him if he could forward it to you, and instead he came on.
I figure you should have known, like, if he's getting a link, he's coming on.
Was that your girlfriend in the back being like, why is James on?
Yeah, that's exactly what she said. My
Perfect.
wife, but yeah.
Wife. Jan Clark, just stopping in to say thanks for all the content this week and what we are going to get over Wadapalooza. Busy coaching, so watching it all on replay. All right, thanks, dude. Appreciate the money. You're in Miami.
I'm still in Naples.
Oh, you are? Okay, no rush.
Yeah, it's way calmer here, so figured I'd just stay another night here, and we're headed over in a few hours. So,
and it's basically, I think I made the drive once. You're basically directly across the state from it. You just get on that road and just drive across like 90 miles.
It's straight across, like not even 2 hours.
Yeah, that's cool. Kind of a boring drive, right? I mean, like,
I've actually it's pretty cool coming from Utah to here. It's boring, but every once in a while you'll get like a giant snake dead on the road. Like the roadkill is completely different down here. And there's gators, all sorts of stuff. And then you just think about like what's in the trees and what's in the Everglades, and it's keep your mind going.
You're right. Boring's not the right word. It's like in this sense, it's like Utah, right? Or Nevada. It's monotonous. It's like cool. Like you're like, okay, for 10 minutes, the desert landscape's cool, but really for 4 hours, like just that, like, how about a mix up? Hey, do they have armadillos in Florida?
I don't know about those.
Okay. Do you know what those are? That's like the thing that looks like it's got like the shell.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. We don't have those in Go ahead.
They have Florida panthers. And there's actually like a bunch of bears and deer that come into Naples, which is pretty wild. Not something I'd expect.
Like a legit panther. It's a cat.
Like everywhere you go, there's like panther crossing signs.
Have you seen one yet?
No, I haven't seen one.
Yeah, so we don't have these in California, these armadillos, but I always trip when I travel and I see them as roadkill, like in Texas and shit, or wherever I've seen them. It's a trip.
Interesting.
Are these one of your sponsors?
Yeah, actually, I'm wearing them. They're my first sponsor.
Oh, Really?
Yeah.
Hey, don't you feel a special loyalty to your first sponsor? Like, yeah, thank you. I'm going to do it for you, and everyone else is going to pay because they didn't get on.
Yeah, I mean, so these guys are actually the reason I got connected with Coop. Like, Harry's incredible. So
That's the owner of the company, or the
Yep. Yeah, the owner.
ESC Sounds.
Yeah. Some good dudes over there.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's how I feel. I feel so loyal to the first sponsors, and then to all the other people who come on afterwards, I just want to sabotage their shit.
Exactly.
Like, triple
Show
their
me-
money. Pay
show
me
'em
3
what's
times
up.
as much. Yeah, exactly. Someone said revenge is the great. Wait, what is it? Revenge is the greatest payback, or no, it's not revenge. Anyway, I love just being fueled by that, like people who
Yeah.
didn't get on board early.
Yeah, absolutely. I agree. I love when companies like a few years ago, like turned me down. It's like, it's just going to keep growing. You guys missed out.
Yeah, you should have got me when I was cheap, when I was an
Yeah,
ankle
exactly.
grabber. I'm never grabbing my ankles again.
Exactly.
You've been so you're doing individual,
Mm-hmm.
and then you were asked to go on a team. Let's start
Yes.
with, why didn't you do team before, and are you excited about doing it now, or are you kind of bummed?
So the plan, like the ideal plan was I was going to compete at Rogue individual and Wadapalooza as a team, and I didn't do good enough at the games. So I decided, well, clearly I'm not doing Rogue, so I needed an off-season indie competition. The plan was just to do individual at Wadapalooza, and actually was bummed I wouldn't be able to do team. I was just going to focus on individual. And then it came out that you could do both. And then I was like, no, I'm just going to stick individual. And then Jason sent me a sweet, heartfelt video, 4 minutes long. And he got me. He convinced me.
Really? Just like
Did
that?
you see that video?
I think I did see some of it. I don't know if I saw all 4 minutes, but I think I did.
I didn't
see
post
some
all
of it.
4 minutes. I can't post all 4 minutes.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Okay, then I did see it.
Okay, yeah. But yeah, that was kind of like, I had a couple other teams. I feel bad because like other teams were asking me like the last couple weeks. I'm like, no, I'm just doing individual. And then James and Jason, like last minute, Cole was not able to make it. So, and there's literally like everyone else is already on a team. And so I joined on with them.
And you're going to have a blast, right? I mean, it's going to be a hoot with James and Jason, right?
Yeah, like it's probably going to be one of the funnest competitions we ever do.
Yeah. What a cool thing. And how do you know Jason?
Well, basically 2021, we both kind of like were making a little bit of a splash at semifinals. He won his. I was 19, so there was quite a bit of talk. I obviously didn't qualify that year, but we both told each other we didn't really want the other person to succeed because we were like the rookie males coming up, and then we just talk a bunch of trash on social media, and then up in Vermont got to spend like a week with him, and we had a really good time. And then at the games it was like me, Danielle, Mal, and Jason hanging out a whole bunch, so we're pretty close with them.
So you went up there for a week with to train at Fraser's place, HWPO.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And was that the first time like you'd really hung with him?
With Jason?
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be like the real first time. And then we were both competing in Knoxville for semis, and we hung out like a couple days in between there because I went out early and he stayed a couple days late.
And he's married too, right?
Yeah.
2 young guys, married, got their focus on.
Absolutely.
And how is everything with Matt Torres and the Brute Camp down there? How are you doing down there?
We're doing good. I mean, things are growing. We just had another athlete move down. Her name's Jessica, semifinal level athlete. We're doing camps. Like there's the Naples camp coming up after Wadapalooza, and then we're actually headed to Switzerland for a camp the next weekend. And things are just growing quickly, and we're all getting fitter, better. We've got a lot of good athletes down here.
Wad Zombie, yes, I made it in time for Dallin.
Good dude right there.
Hey, why? Tell me about Switzerland. What's going on in Switzerland?
So brute camps have been like, in the past they were huge. Then there was a couple of years where brute just wasn't doing them, and now we're trying to bring them back a little bit. So we had one in Naples last It was like October or something. We'll have another one coming up here after Wadapalooza, and then it's I think it's a 2-day camp in Switzerland. And we might be doing 2 weekends. I'm not 100% sure. You can like look on their page and it'll show you. But basically, it's 2 days. You'll run through weightlifting, gymnastics, conditioning, rotations, and then there's 2 or 3 lectures a day of mindset, nutrition, all that type of stuff. But all the coaches come out. Danielle and I are going out as the athletes, and we're just hanging out, having a good time.
So, and how many people go to the camp?
I believe there's 30 to 35 spots.
Holy cow. So basically, God, that must be nice to do it in Naples. I mean, I don't blame people for wanting to go to Switzerland, but God, I can't think of a much better place if you're an athlete to go to than Naples. It's clean, it's peaceful, especially if you like the heat. You'll always be warm and sweaty and ready to go. So that sounds awesome. Is Naples the kind of the world headquarters for Brute? I always thought they were based out of Utah or something.
In the past, like we've done stuff in Utah, but Brute HQ is Naples. So
Naples, okay.
Yeah.
And you're training your training partner is basically Danielle Brandon. You guys have the gym at the same time, and you guys run into each other in there every day. You guys are getting at it at the same time.
Yeah. So we split into like 2 sessions just because we have a smaller space, but our group is the second group. So it's me, Danielle, Fee, and James. I find most of the time I'm like, if we have something similar, it's usually Danielle and I that'll like go head to head or like do the same workout. But like I went against James the other day, I'll go against Fee. It all kind of depends on who has what piece for which day and if it lines up. And so we're all usually training together.
James is in there also with Fee and Danielle and you?
Yep.
But it used to just be the 2 of you.
For the games, for like that month that she was down here before the games, because Fee wasn't here, James was gone, and then it was just us 2 training for the game. So people were back home with family, that type of stuff. So it was mostly just us training, and we did a lot of the same stuff because leading into the games, we're doing more like game style workouts instead of. We're still working on weaknesses, but not like the same, if that makes sense.
James Sprague, Sevan, have you ever heard of the dog called a wiener retriever? Oh, I'm gonna beat your ass, James. You better hope this ends up good. It's the mix of the wiener dog and the golden retriever. It's kind of like what you do for Hiller. I don't know if I like that. I'm not even sure where you're going, but I'm not sure I like it. Hey,
he's been waiting all week to comment.
If you mix a wiener dog with a retriever, the female has to be the retriever because a wiener dog can't hold. It can't hold in its uterus or whatever dogs wherever they grow their baby. It can't hold 9 fucking golden retrievers in there. You know what I mean? You get what I'm saying, Caleb?
Yeah, I'm tracking. That's legit.
Yeah.
Makes sense to me.
What do you? I don't even get the joke. Do you get it, Caleb? What he's saying?
No, not really. I just find it
good.
hilarious.
I'm so glad you don't get it. Hey, look up and see if there really is a wiener retriever. Dick retriever? Is there a dick retriever joke? Dick handling joke in there?
No, maybe. There's some small ones.
Oh God, this sounds like a horror. Do you have a dog, Dallin?
I do. We just got one a few months ago.
What do you got?
It's a Cavapoo. It's a Cavalier Poodle mix.
Oh shit. Oh, that's a cute dog.
They're kind of cute.
I like that dog.
Majestic.
Oh, look up a Cavapoo. Is it a hunting dog?
I think Cavaliers used to be like specifically known for hunting, but no, he's spoiled and he's lazy.
Is that as big as they get?
Oh, it
looks like a golden doodle, yeah.
Yeah, he's one of these poodle mixes. He's so cute.
Yeah.
Listen to this dog. This dog sounds horrible. Pit Husky Chihuahua. Those are like the 3 worst dogs ever. Throw a boxer in there.
Oh my God.
I have a Chihuahua mix. They're fucking it. What a piece of work that dog is.
How many dogs? Do you have 1 dog?
I have 2.
Okay.
Yeah, Pit horrible, Husky horrible, Chihuahua horrible. All horrible dogs. I'm sorry. But
I won't disagree.
Yeah, they're it's because they're ace. They're not like good social dogs, and they all bite. They all bite kids. All those dogs bite kids. No, I have a pit and he's so sweet. Shut up. Save it. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it in the comments. No, boxers are not dope. They're dope, but they're crazy. They're batshit crazy. You ever known anyone as a boxer, Dallin?
No.
They're crazy. It's like having a psycho friend around.
There's so much energy.
It's like James.
Yeah, yes, exactly. If James was a dog, he'd be a boxer. Okay. It's like you need a kennel with that dog. Like your dog, you don't need a kennel.
No.
You could just put him in the clothes hamper and he's happy.
Yeah, he just lays on the cold floor all day.
Yeah, you need a kennel for James.
We have one at the gym for James.
You just lock him in it. Okay, we're gonna work out. Put James in the kennel. When you do individual, pretty gnarly field.
Yeah, it's legit.
What is there anything you're telling yourself like, hey Dallin, like going into this, Dallin, just do the best you can, or hey Dallin, what a great opportunity to make a statement, or any stories you're revving up in there, any narratives to get you going?
Well, I'm always doing a competition to win. There's no other point in doing it. That's why I'm here. I think a great goal for this weekend is to podium, just based on like where I was at the games, the improvements, changes I've made. I know I can podium. Anything higher than that is definitely a plus. But it's also like, again, I'm young, so I have it's a great experience or opportunity to gain experience against high caliber athletes.
Yeah, crazy. Crazy caliber. Who you got? You got Guy Dallin, Pat Vellner, Fikowski,
Ricky Roman,
Janikowski. Yeah, there's a lot of smart dudes out there who are really fit.
They're legit.
Who know the game. Legit. Yeah, if you could, I mean, even if you could pick off any of those guys, it would probably make a pretty loud statement.
Yeah, I mean, they all beat me at the games this year.
You know how like let's say you're doing a workout and let's say it's 100 burpees for time, just your coach assigns that to you, and you know, or tell me if you agree with this, you know, those last 10 burpees that you've already put in the work for those first 90, you might as well absolutely go balls to the wall on those last 10 so that you can get the most out of the adaptation that the workout offers. So like, hey, I'm already hurting this much. Like, why waste it? Just go as hard as you can now with these last 10 and get the adaptation. Am I thinking right? Is there logic in that?
No, that's exactly right. Like say, like the burpee, great example, or like 8 sets of intervals, like the last 2 are the only ones that really count.
Yeah, you've already put in all the work to hurt. Like, don't be stupid and just coast these, or else it was a waste to do those first fucking horrible ones.
You wasted all the ones, like you're just building to that last point. So like, why waste the last 30 minutes of echo bike intervals to get soft on the last 2?
Okay. What about this? What about, how old are you?
21.
So there's maybe if you go big picture on that, there's also a point where it's like, hey, I'm only going to be 21 once. So like someone like Rich, who's 35, like when you hear him talk, he's in survival mode, right? He's in maintenance mode. He knows he's not going to put 10 pounds on his deadlift. It's now is just how much can I stop it from, how slow can I make the decay?
Yeah.
Right. But maybe there's also a narrative to motivate you like, hey, I'm only going to be 21 once when I have this level of testosterone and adaptation available to my body. And that's another reason why I have to go
I mean
level 10 at all times to like, because at some point everyone's going to go into maintenance mode. Yeah,
that's exactly it. I mean, I hear all the other guys, like even like the 26-year-olds, to be 21 again. I was like, well, I don't want to be like, saying that, like I want to take advantage of the time like that I am young. And I think I did that as a teenager too, like just growing up into this spot. Like I've been doing CrossFit for 7 years now, maybe pushing 8, but just like taking advantage of that time. And then also on like the mental side of it, recently I've been really trying to remind myself like one day this is the good old days. Like take advantage of every single moment that I have to train with all my best friends, like all I'm doing is training. That's my biggest focus, is winning. But I get to do it in a really cool spot with a lot of cool people.
Hey, that is brilliant what you just said. This is the good old days right now you're in. Yeah,
That's
I
what
love
I've been
that.
thinking about lately.
Hey, and you know what else is cool too, Dallin? I'd throw this in there. Like you could take like 100 Ubers, but the only Uber you ever remember is when the driver's like missing an arm, or you got a flat tire, or the driver farted in the car, or you know what I mean? Like you never remember the stuff that's just like the mundane stuff. They don't make good stories. So yeah, you might as well get out there and slap Vellner's ass as hard as you can as you run by him.
Absolutely.
So that you can be like, in the good old days, I remember slapping Vellner's ass as I passed him. You know what I mean? You might as well, like, no one remembers like just the like, you know what I mean? Like if you didn't do Murph and you didn't throw up, then you're not remembering it.
Yeah, exactly. Like it's always like those track sessions this summer. Like that's what Danielle and I talk about. Like from games training, it's always the workouts that like went to absolute shit, or like the track sessions that were like we are telling Matt like, hey, I don't think this is possible. Like it's those kind of things that we remember.
Hey, that happens. Like he gives you a workout and you guys are like, hey, I don't think we can do this.
Yeah, it was our last track session before we flew out to the games, and it was like 600 into 200, couple sets at like very aggressive paces with very short rest. And we did one, and we were both like 3 seconds behind, and we had similar. So like I'm following her because she's a little faster, and we finished the first set. And we're like, Matt, I don't think this is possible. And then like 60 seconds later, like one of us is like, no, we should try it again. And then the other person's like, yeah, we got this. And we're like trying to convince ourselves that we can do it. And then we ended up doing it, and we were actually faster on the last interval, and it was cool. But like those are the moments you remember. Like you see pictures, videos from that day, and it was a scary feeling. Like every time you step up to the line to start.
Hey, what is he when he's? He seems like a pretty stoic guy. When you guys start talking like that, does he just stay quiet and like, or does he chirp in?
It depends on who it is, because he's dealing with 5, however many of us, like very different people. Like look at me, from Danielle to Fee, James, Emma, all these. We all have very different personalities and how we respond to different things. So like with me personally, like we'll just have like a very serious conversation. Like, I think I can do this? I don't know. Should we try it again? Sure. Is it worth trying again? No, then we won't do it. With Danielle, like Danielle needs to say her piece, and then Matt will be able to say his piece. And it's like kind of waiting for the other person to finish what they have to say, and then you can base your response on what they say. Does that make sense?
Yeah, totally. I think of Danielle as kind of more like my kids. Like when my kid, like we do a lot of intervals in my gym every day, and I do with my kids. And when my kids start complaining, or can I get a glass of water, or can I do this? I just look
around.
Like look at the clock. I just look at the clock. I don't even say shit to them. I just assume they're talking to themselves.
Yeah.
And like if I was a coach, I would not get into it with Danielle. Like if she because I would lose, and I'll lose with my kids. If I get into it, I'll lose with them. I can't beat them in the talk game.
No, yeah, I think you know.
But then it's like 5 seconds left. I'll be like 5 seconds, and then they're like, oh, they forget everything that they were complaining about or talking to me about, and they jump on the line and go.
Yep, exactly.
Yeah. Are you digging that? Are you her and Fee and James and Danielle? Is it like being in the second grade and going like see your friends every day, or is it just is it more like work?
I mean, there's some days that it is our job, it's work. But leading into the games, I remember saying multiple times, and Danielle said it as well, like that's the most fun I've ever had training. And that's still like we're just riding that wave with now that Fee's down here and James is back. Like we show up every day, there's excitement, it's fun, we're always laughing, and then but everyone knows like, oh, this person's starting a workout, it's time to turn it on, leave them alone. No, it's like you think back to like high school football practice, like all your buddies, like that's how it is in the gym.
Yeah, I wish I could think back to that. I just drank alcohol.
I only played 1 year, so I can't say much either.
It is cool whenever I talk to her and she talks about training, she does seem ecstatic to have you as a training partner. Like whatever you guys are doing there, she's pretty stoked about it.
It's a lot of fun. So
Have you and the guys looked at the workouts and started deciding who's going to do what?
Yeah, Jason and James have been talking. I'm going to show up and do what they say. I'm focused on individual, but it's a lot of like the events look fun. I've looked at them. So.
Oh, I like that. Okay. So you're not even team's not even a reality until Friday night.
Yeah. Like I'm competing for 2 days and then after that, then it's a completely different thing.
Yeah. I like that. Does Matt tell you that? Or is that something you came up with, or your wife told you that? Hey, by the way, just ignore Saturday and Sunday like it's never going to come, and then deal with it Friday night.
Yeah, like Corinne and Matt and I sat down. Like, actually, it was like a serious conversation about whether or not I was going to do team or not, and basically we made it clear to James and Jason, and I think everyone else that's doing both competitions is in the exact same boat. Like if there's any amount of concern about like a certain workout or how your body's feeling after the 2 days that will affect you for the rest of the season, like the team competition's not happening. And I think like there's 13 or something of us men that are doing both, and I think we're all in the same boat there.
Hey, so. Not everyone's gonna make it.
Yeah, if there's a chance. Yeah, like we have
like all those people who committed to both. There's no way they all make it.
It's a big weekend.
Right. It's like thinking your race car is going to race two races in a row. Yeah,
back to back. And like the team competition, it really is like you're doing a third of the work. Some of the workouts are pretty gnarly, but there's other ones like it's interval style. It turns into training.
Are you in peak condition? Are you the fittest you've ever been?
Yes. Yeah.
And at 21, are you seeing incremental changes just like every month? Are you like, wow, are you, was there a period in your life where you were like, holy cow, I can't believe the adaptations I'm going through?
Yeah, there seemed to be like a 2-3 year period when I was a teenager where I was hitting a PR. Like anytime I wanted to hit a PR, I was going to hit a PR. And like now, like going into the individual division, I was strong enough, like plenty strong. So we had to gain gymnastics ability and capacity as well as like running and conditioning, and I just wasn't fit enough when I made the transition. But now it's like I'm still hitting the weights that I was when I was at my peak strength, but I'm much better at everything else. So.
And you're seeing just that you see it, the increase in your fitness month to month?
Yeah.
Do you think you got fitness from the games last year?
Like got fitter because of the games?
Yeah.
No.
No.
The games you don't get fitter there. That's a beat down.
It is, huh?
Yeah.
What do you get from it?
Hopefully you get fulfillment from all the work you did. Some cash, that's always nice. And a lot of good experience and memories.
Yep. That experience when we had Spencer on, or I don't know if he said it on the podcast with me or if I heard him say it on another podcast, but basically he was saying he thought he was going to go to the games, and like after seeing Saxon and Scott there, he's like, yeah, nothing's going to surprise me. I got this. And then he said he went there. He's like, holy shit, I was surprised by so much. He said experience is way underrated. Do you agree with that? Yeah.
Like even like I was there 3 times as a teenager in Madison. So like the venue and the process and everything, none of that surprised me. I think that's valuable. But the individual division, like every time you make it to a semifinal or make it to Wadapalooza or the games, like it's just that next step at how fast everyone is at everything. And there definitely were surprises. I think there could have been less surprises for everyone, like not just myself, if Dave was still programming as opposed to Boz, because clearly everyone was surprised by a lot of those things. But yeah, even with like the teenage experience I had, there was definitely surprises.
You won the teenage division 3 times?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's crazy. Hey, did you feel pressure by your 3rd victory going there?
No, I knew I was going to win.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, I was pretty confident. I think the biggest pressure was like when I won when I was 15, and then I went to the older division, and I won when I was like the younger side, because like a year in the teenage division makes a pretty big difference.
And then, so when you went, you were 17. You knew that feeling of knowing. Can you still tap into that feeling?
Yeah, I do it all the time. Like,
you do.
Yeah, like I know I can win. So like you have to use like it's a balance of between like this year I took 19th and that was very much not what I wanted to do. But it's like some days you need to say, hey, you took 19th at the games. Like what's that? Like you need to work a lot harder. Or you can even flip it and be like, hey, you took 19th at the games. Like let's go, keep going, and like use it momentum or a push and whatever in a negative, positive way, kind of thing.
Do you know how old Matt or Rich were when they first won the games? I don't know. So maybe someone in the comments.
25, 26 probably.
Yeah. Do you ever think of that? Like as sort of like okay, like don't be too hard on yourself. You're 21 and you went to the games. Like no one's won the games at 21.
Yeah. I mean, it's also like there's people that were 19 and made it to the games. Like I know it was like 10 years ago, but like Ben Smith, Sam Quant, like it's been done. Like there's no reason I can't do it.
Right, to make it to the games, but I just mean in terms of like, hey, like you were saying, 19th isn't what you wanted, but 19th is pretty. It's pretty crazy. You made it to the games and made it top 20 at 21 years old.
It was a great accomplishment for sure.
Yeah. But it's nothing. But you're not settled with it. You're not like happy with it. You're like,
yeah, no, it doesn't sit right. But like I'm proud of it. Like I worked hard and, but I'm not done.
Justin won the games at 21. Did he?
I think he took third when he was 21. I was 20 this year at the games.
Okay.
So he took third. Now when he was 22.
Mr. Souza, Heidi, I'm way more emotionally mature now than I was when I was 25. Like a lot. Oh yeah. You're now about as emotionally mature as Dallin. Which is good. I mean that as a compliment, Mr. Souza. Are you emotionally mature?
In ways, I think, but I don't think anyone ever actually has it figured out. That's what I've learned.
Right.
It's like you're just constantly like winging it, trying to figure out things, new experiences. You're gonna learn more. But I would say I'm good at controlling my emotions.
You are good.
Yeah.
After the games, Sunday. Do you go back to your room and have like some sort of like cathartic release? Like, do you cry or do you sit in a bathtub or do you hug your wife and she's like, hey, you're squeezing me too tight?
No, I couldn't squeeze too tight. I was broken after the games.
You were broken?
Yeah, my back was pretty messed up. I mean, I think it was like a lot of laughing, joking around, like everyone understood the situation and that like I wasn't happy with it, but there's nothing you could change right then and there. So it's just enjoying time with family and friends.
And so this year, well, I guess you're pretty lucky with Wadapalooza. There's so many great competitors here, and you get it's a pretty good test run. But I guess this year, then the goal. Do you have a goal this year for the game? I guess is it just to make it to the games, or are you already like, hey, I got to do better than 19?
I mean, step one's always make it to the games, but top 10 for sure this year. That was my goal last year, and I think it's a reasonable goal again for this year. So,
how about the process in getting to the games? Are you familiar with how it's changed, and are you happy with it?
I know I'll be in Orlando, and from what I understand, this could be like the best format to get people to the games, and it could truly get the 40 fittest people. Where in past years, I don't know if it's done that. But they could also really screw it up if they don't do it right.
All right. So you're kind of holding your breath.
I mean, I'm not holding my breath because I'm going to make it. So.
Yeah, regardless. You're in control of your own destiny.
Yeah.
Good
but
job.
like for the games purposes, like to get the 40 fittest men and women or whatever, it could be really good.
How about kids? Are you going to have you have a wife
yeah.
and you have a dog? Are you going to have kids soon?
I gotta win some CrossFit games first. That's like 10 years down the road.
That's what I like to hear. That's what I like to hear. Yeah, plenty of time for that.
Not on the horizon.
Yeah, no pressure from me either. Just so you know, plenty of time. That was a trick question. How close are your parents to you, Dallin? To the training camp down there? Where are your parents?
They live in Utah.
And your wife lives with you in Naples?
Mm-hmm.
You miss your family?
I do miss my family. Yeah, that's like I miss the mountains and I miss my family, but I know we're in a great spot and this is where I need to be right now. So, and they know that too.
And Naples is cool. You like you go to the beach a lot. You take advantage of the place there.
Yeah. With the hurricane, like the beaches kind of got messed up for a while, but we went last week for the first time in a bit and just take advantage of palm trees, sunshine year round. There's great food here. It's fun to go try different places. So.
And it's peaceful, but I guess Utah is pretty peaceful too, right?
It's different here. Like it's just everything's Utah. Everything seems so rushed, and everyone's like in a hurry to get places, and everyone's all stressed out. But Naples just is super calm.
Just old people, rich
Yeah,
old
straight
people.
up, just old people everywhere. Rich old people for sure.
You're okay. So you're in Naples. You got the wife there. You got the dog there, and that could be home for like another 10 years. You think your family would ever move out there?
My family's talked about like moving to Alabama. My mom has a sister out there. It's cheap land out there, but I don't know how serious that is. I don't think they'd ever come to Florida right now because I still have younger siblings. My youngest sibling is 10.
I'd move there. I'd move to Naples.
It's awesome. You should.
Yeah. Yeah. Would you like that if I moved close to you?
Yeah, just come watch us train every day.
This beatdown that the games gave you, any particular workout? Was there any point during the week where you're like, oh shit, I'm gonna have to pull out of the games, I'm wounded?
No, I was never gonna pull out of the games. I think everyone's backs were very sore from what I've heard. I think that sandbag got a couple people. Like you can see a video of me falling on my ass twice. But yeah, I mean, like the last day, little things like the clean for the super heavy event was 315. I only cleaned 275 in the back. Like I just didn't even warm up to the weights, and I was like, all right, let's get some adrenaline and go on the floor.
Hey, what I was noticing is that when people the weight of the sandbag on people's necks was probably fucking them up too, because I would always see people after when they would walk away start doing this.
Yeah, I mean the bag is huge. So
I don't think people realize what it's like having
yeah.
200 or 300 pounds pushed up against your neck. Oh God, you're strong, Dallin. Yeah, like that doesn't feel good, huh?
No, that thing's awkward. For sure. Yeah,
God,
that was
a great video.
That was definitely an event I wish I took better advantage of. But
what do you mean by that?
I know I should have lifted the bag the other way. I did it like the long way, and I should have just stuck with the way I was used to. But like the strongman came in, and we were looking up different videos. And in the back, it was working really well. But everyone that was doing that on the lighter weights, like Brent was doing it the same way I did, and then he ended up switching, and he did better. I should have just switched out on the floor, but I didn't. So.
And Justin stuck with that way, right?
Yeah, he was very efficient in the way he did it. Like
yeah, you look pretty good there, the way you did it right there.
That one was good. The next two got pretty sloppy, but he definitely practiced that, I would have to guess.
Ahead of time.
Yeah, I have heavy sandbags now, so.
What is the heaviest sandbag? Hiller said he got a 300-pound sandbag. You can see it in the back of his videos.
Mm-hmm.
And he says he can't even move it. He says it's just stuck there.
Just stuck there.
Yeah.
Yeah, the heaviest I'd ever used was 200, and then we got 250 and 300 now.
Oh my goodness.
So,
and have you messed with the 300?
Not yet.
Wow.
It's relatively new. We still got to fill it up.
And how do you do that? You just go down to the beach and fill it with sand?
I was gonna do that, but it's actually illegal. I found out you can't just go take the sand from the beach.
Oh, you just tell them you're gonna return. You can do it.
Just
it's
return
fine.
it.
Just return it. Yeah.
I mean, you could also like Home Depot has like 50-pound bags of sand for like $4, and then you have the exact weight. But
hey, that reminds me of like this Jay Crouch was saying that they collect rainwater off their roof, in Australia.
Yeah.
And I don't remember if it was Caleb or someone said in the comments, but yeah, some places, like I bet you in California, that's not even legal.
I've heard
Which is just
people that do that
crazy.
too.
It's raining
Yeah.
on your roof and you can't collect the water and drink it. It's like, shut the fuck up. Get out of here.
Seriously.
Leave me alone. I'll collect whatever water I want that falls from the sky.
Yeah, it's your house, your roof.
Yeah. And socially, Florida seems like it's in a good spot. Like it's like a pretty free place. Like you're like,
Oh yeah, great
Yeah.
state.
yeah.
No, none of that crazy stuff.
Yeah, God. Yeah, when I would hear people there or in Idaho, what they went through in the last 2 years versus what California went through, I'm like, we don't even live in the same country.
It's not even like the same world.
Florida's crazy. You can't smoke weed even though it grows naturally from the earth. Oh, but you don't smoke weed, right, Dallin?
No, I wouldn't know. So.
You don't burn anything and inhale it. You don't even do like sage to get rid of evil spirits. No
no
burning
stage.
stuff and inhaling the fumes.
No.
It's a solid protocol for games athletes. Don't stand close to anything burning.
It's a good advice to live by.
Yeah, Victor Brown likes your governor. This means it's good, right?
Yeah.
Does the Open mean anything? Like, will you go balls to the wall in the Open? We had Jorge Hernandez on the other. Day.
Go.
Thank you, Caleb. And he said that to him it does mean something. Just go nuts on every workout.
I think it depends on how they do the semifinal seeding stuff, like with the extra spots, like if it's the Open or if it's quarterfinals or both. I think that will kind of depend on, or that will change how athletes approach the Open and quarterfinals.
Oh, that's a good point. Whether it's part of that cumulative score that they keep like teasing us with.
Yeah. So like if it's just the quarterfinals that determines where those spots go, like we'll do the Open workouts and I'll go hard, but like it'll probably be during the second session of the day that I'll do it.
Oh, okay. Interesting. So it's not that you'll dial it back, but you'll do it in the second session when you have a little taken off of. Wow. Okay.
Yeah. It won't be the first thing I do that day because it's not the highest priority. But I don't know if the Open is part of how they assign those spots. I guess things could change.
Do you make new friends at every competition? Will you meet someone new here that like probably like, you stay in touch with? Like I had that Spaniard on yesterday, Aniol, like
Anal or whatever you guys call him.
Yeah, don't call him that. Don't call him that. trying to break that habit. Not Aniol Akai.
Okay.
Do you make friends at every competition?
There's always like moments that I've like talked to people I haven't talked to much, but not that I stay in contact a ton with, but like we become closer. So.
Who will you make sure you say hi to? Like will you make sure you say hi to Rich?
Yeah, I'll say hi to Rich. I haven't talked to him a ton. Brent and Pat are always fun to talk with. Like the Wadapalooza is fun because I remember last year everything was so relaxed and there was just like a ton of talking in the corrals. It was like very different from other competitions. So there's definitely more chatting, talking with people. I don't know if there's anyone like I'm gonna specifically go out of my way to say hi to, but I'll talk with people.
If I was an athlete, I'd probably stay close to Pat just because he keeps shit light. Like I remember, like Rich and Matt would, I would see them by Josh Bridges, and I used to think that maybe Josh Bridges was hanging out with them, but then I thought, oh, probably also Rich and Matt want to be with Josh because he keeps everything so light.
That's actually very smart. That's kind of what I did last year with Pat. Like I just kind of followed him around like a little puppy dog.
Yeah, just he keeps it easy, right? Just let him just let him talk shit to you the whole time, and then just keep it light.
I just think back to when I rolled my ankle last year. We were in the lane next to each other, and he smashed that workout. He won, and I crossed the finish line, and I'm like on the floor holding my ankle. I don't know why it's so funny to me, but I just like look up. He's celebrating, and I just look up to Pat. And I'm like, Pat, I rolled my ankle, and I don't know why I felt the need to tell him, but he was the one who got medical for me. But like, he's just like crushing this event, and I'm just on the floor, like, Pat, help me.
He's a chiropractor.
Yeah.
What if he would have said that? What if he said, "What do I care?" Good.
Yeah, but he was dope. he like went and found me medical and like I guess he's like father figure on the floor.
Oh, he's great.
Yeah.
He's great. Well, I'm glad you seem relaxed. At first, I almost thought you were wearing like doctor's clothes. Like what are the
It's a big
Scrubs.
t-shirt.
scrubs? Yeah. Did you think he was in scrubs?
Kind of looks like it, yeah. He doesn't have the V-neck though. So.
What's MP?
My protein.
That another sponsor?
Yeah.
Yeah,
They're
good.
apparel and supplements. So.
That makes me happy to hear. Sponsorship stuff going well?
Yeah, it's going really well.
Yeah.
Coop's the man.
Yeah, awesome. Coop's the man. Well, you're the man. You're the man, Coop.
Appreciate it.
Yeah. And I will probably bug you throughout the weekend. Obviously, don't feel any pressure. I never have a problem getting ghosted by the athletes during the week. But if you're able to come on, we'll be sending you links throughout the week, and we'd always love to hear from you.
Get me during team, and I'll definitely jump on.
Oh, awesome. Okay, dude.
So, perfect.
Thanks so much. Safe travels over to Miami.
Appreciate you guys. Talk to you later.
All right, brother. Bye.
Down.
First podcast I did with him was a 1. Then I did one that was a 5. And then I would say this one was like we're approaching 8.
He's making some progress.
Yeah, crazy. He's cool. I can't believe he's 21.
Me neither.
I'm glad I shaved for him.
Nice and tidy. I can't believe he's married, honestly.
How about how we heard his wife say, "Why is James on?"
I thought she was gonna be pissed.
I wonder if James is that friend that, like the wife is like, "Oh, really? Do you have to have him over?"
Yeah.
Like James is like, he comes in your house and is just touching everything. Do you have any friends who do that? Like Dave came in here and touches everything. That's what he's just that dude. He's that dude that comes to your house and just touches everything. Like just opens up a drawer or,
I think
like,
you have family members like that, but just come around and start moving everything.
The first time Dave ever, like he was in my hotel room and he walks over to my computer and there's this thing where you can 4-finger swipe the mouse pad on a laptop and it pulls up all the windows you have open.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. And he just
just
does
did
that
that?
to my computer just to be noisy. Yeah. Nosy. Noisy. Nosy.
What you doing, huh?
Come on, dude. I have another podcast at 11:30.
Indeed.
That one's going to be easy, but I just have to be super attentive. I hear kids playing drums. Yeah, with Taylor Self and J.R. Howell. I feel like maybe I'm losing my voice. Okay, and then Thursday. Oh shit! Tomorrow, Wadapalooza starts tomorrow.
Yeah. For some reason, I keep thinking it's starting next week, but no, it starts tomorrow.
Can we pull up their and like just do they have a schedule somewhere?
Yeah.
Wow, I'm falling apart here. Okay. Thursday indie competition, but we is in the morning. Gauntlet qualifiers in the evening. Do we know what time the indie competition in the morning? Do we have an exact?
I'm not seeing any times yet.
There's gotta be. Oh, Thursday. Click Thursday. Let's see that one. Up. Go a little higher.
This is free admission. Doors open at 10, I guess, p.m.
All right.
Or start.
Oh, they have the exact times. Artur Cabral is saying they have the exact times in the app. What's the Wadapalooza app? Why not their website?
Let me check their website.
I finally know how to spell it. After 3 years, I spell it right. I always had the 2 O's in the wrong spot. Oh no, I still don't spell it right. Holy shit.
Do you spell it Wadapalooza?
Yeah. Oh my God, I've spelt it wrong everywhere on all of our stuff on YouTube.
Oh, jeez.
On all the
Just
thumbnails and everything. Crazy. Okay. I'm learning.
I just put WZA.
Schedule 2023 schedule. Oh, of course, that's not a hot link. Hey, what can anyone tell us what time it starts tomorrow? Thursday? Yeah, I'm good. My house is great. The more rain, the better for me. I got 100 fruit trees and well water, and I'm stoked. But just down the street, shit is fucked up. All sorts of piers and stuff. Mr. Spin says women's elite at 12 p.m.
Eastern Standard Time, probably.
Yeah.
Not.
Oh,
9
so that'd
a.m.
be 9 a.m. for us.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you know where we can go, Caleb? We can go to their YouTube page. Right? Wadapalu. YouTube. I bet you they have the shows already scheduled. Oh, they don't even have a live button, dude.
No, they do not.
That's a problem.
Slightly.
Wait a second. How does the Wadapalooza YouTube page only have 1,000 subscribers?
Great question. Again.
They haven't posted a video, and I must not be on the right one. They haven't posted a video in 4 years. Where did their shit go from last year? Okay. Something's not right. Anyone know what's going on? Someone post a link for me in the comments, please. 11 Central, 9 for Sevi. You found their YouTube page?
No, it's on Loud and Live's YouTube page.
Oh, wow. Why are they doing that?
No. Well, this is from last year. So here they go. There's
still nothing scheduled though?
Correct.
Oi. Okay. We will get all of ours scheduled here very soon, just so you know. And I'm assuming they're going to have to do that too. Someone over there needs to do that. Hey, you people out there, you don't need to schedule your streams for the exact time. Just schedule them close and then change them as it gets close, just so people can hit the notification, right?
Thanks, Plumber.
Oh, that was Will Plummer? Oh, awesome. Thank you, Will.
He just DM'd this to me.
So the Gauntlet qualifier starts at 9 a.m. That's 6 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. I'm assuming that won't be filmed. And then Elite Indie. Oh, so that's even wrong. What's on their Instagram account? It's not in the morning. Elite Indie doesn't start until 3:10 p.m.
Pacific Standard Time, correct?
Yeah. No shit. I think Taylor made a schedule for our show. I wonder if he sent it to me already. No. Oh,
wow.
I think we're in a notes. Maybe we're in a notes. No, that's... Oh, no, I did notes with you yesterday. I got my shit all confused.
Maybe we'll... It's like they're planning on us being the primary stream, maybe, per Heidi.
Okay. Where's the... have a scheduled draft now, double checking, and we'll have it to you prior to the programming show. Oh, awesome. Thank you, Taylor.
Let's see. Oh, the it's broken up by stage on the schedule.
Are you pulling that up? Oh, sweet.
Yeah, so it does start a little earlier.
Oh, okay. So it does start at 9 a.m.
Yeah.
Why did that other schedule say 3 p.m.?
I think because this is the Splagler stage. Bayside
stage. What about Tina Hill stage?
Tina Hill stage.
Oh shit. Okay. So Elite Indy does start at 9:24. Go back to the Flagler stage.
Flagler doesn't start until the evening time.
Okay. Oh, that's tricky shit. Hey, will you send me that link? That is some tricky shit. I don't know if I like that. We need one
Continuous schedule.
Yeah, we need one continuous schedule.
That would be beneficial.
Bruce Wayne, I will be judging the gauntlet.
Nice.
Shayna Medeiros, good morning. Good morning. Okay.
I was working the gauntlet last year.
You were what? Working at McDonald's last year?
No, I was working the gauntlet last year.
Oh, oh, wow, crazy what the difference in a year. Okay. That's funny. I saw the picture and I thought that was Taylor texting me, but it was you because you guys look the same.
We're the same person.
Okay. All right, so tomorrow morning is going to be gnarly.
Yeah.
Is that 6 a.m. for me? Did it? If it starts, if it says 9 a.m. here, so I got to be up at 5 a.m. tomorrow. Get a coffee and be ready to start watching shit by 6. Wow, holy crap! Maybe even earlier if we're gonna do a pre-show. Oh, Nelly. Okay, I got to get off here and take a nap. Thank you guys. Sounds like tomorrow's gonna be wild. We will be doing a show tonight. 12 p.m. Eastern time. But Souza, it looks like there's going to be a show. It looks like they start. Oh, that's the gauntlet starts at 9 a.m. Okay, we don't have to worry about that. Okay, 12 p.m. Eastern time, so 9 a.m. our time. Oh, thank God. Okay. But Souza is on his way, and Andrew Hiller are on their way over to Wadapalooza now. They're flying there today. So tonight at some point they'll do a walk around with us, and we will be going live at some point tonight. We just don't know when. What would I do in Miami? Why are you not going to Miami? I don't know, because my house is dope. What would I do in Miami? There's nothing for me to do there. Yeah. Hey, listen, I have to run the show from here. There would be nothing for me to do there. I'd be stuck in a hotel room.
Yeah, me too.
Morning Chalk Up has the schedule on Instagram. Oh, that's good. That means they're still operational. Let me know if anyone sees Justin LaFranco there. I think we need to do a follow-up on what's going on over there at the Morning Chalk Up. Oh, shit. They ain't flying fucking nowhere today. Damn, Susan Hiller. Souza, call me if you're not flying anywhere. I'm very curious if you got grounded. Great show, Sevi. Thank you. I didn't feel like I was my best. I felt like Jay and Dallin, all that shit talking I did about them, I feel like they schooled me a little bit. They were the ones who showed up today. All right. An endorsement from the Champs mom. My Wadapalooza is actually amazing. Sevan has traveled himself out. That's what you get for traveling the world in your youth. Yeah, and there's just nothing for me to do in Miami. What I do is right here. Right here. Bye-bye.